Barbados is the venue, the 17th match of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, and the game is between two old rivals. It's Australia against England. Australia captained by Mitchell Marsh, England by Jos Buttler. An oval. The toss happened a short while ago. It was a shocking coin toss, it must be said, by Australia's captain. It was England's Jos Buttler that won it. He's decided to have a bowl first this morning.
Two great sides, two top teams that should be contenders for this World Cup, going toe-to-toe in the group stages. I like this move from England and Jos Buttler. Head and Warner.
Both their off-spinners. Travis Head sweeps and sweeps hard, wide of mid-on. That's the short side, and he's going to take...
Travis Head, we know how aggressive he is. He wants to take it on. Goes up, out of the hand. Awesome turn there, but he's just able to swing through the line. Good aggressive start.
Goes again, going to the short side. Consecutive sixes, excellent from Travis Head.
Immediately putting Will Jacks under pressure. Touch Fuller yet again, picks the length. Hitting with the breeze, doesn't even need to get a full swing on it. Different style of bowler is Will Jacks to Moeen Ali. Goes up and over. Important.
This is swept fine. This is brilliant batting from Australia. They're taking advantage here. England deciding to go with Jacks at the start. Well,
understanding that Will Jacks will be looking to be tight. Gets inside the line and just helps it on its way. Great batting, because it's identifying somebody who hasn't got the experience of Moeen Ali with the new ball. They're using the dimension to the ground. They're using the breeze to their advantage. Good partner,
Will Jacks. There's that short side. This is wonderful batting from David Warner, who is...
Can be the downside of having extreme pace. See how still David Warner stands there. Just has to pick it up to that short side. Yes, it's going to be targeted for sure.
Goes leg side again, and over the players' dugouts. A second six.
Two combination punch from David Warner off the front foot initially, then picking up length ever so slightly.
Full, held leg side, and in front of square, and for six again.
The effective delivery of this over. It's good batting again from Warner. England seem to be bowling to one plan, but yet setting a field for another. I think when you try and defend a short side,
slower and shorter into the pitch, but pulled away firmly in front of square. This is magnificent batting.
When you miss your line the first couple of balls, then you have to start bowling to a different plan. The problem Mark Wood's got now is his two defensive fielders allowed outside the circle after that shorter side. So he has to stay with a straight line. He can't afford to be any more than the
game. And quickly, here's Moeen Ali. That will beat Jordan. Jordan's quick, but he's not that quick.
Once again, giving himself a touch of room, Travis Head. Looking for anything over pitch that he can hit through the line, particularly targeting the shorter boundary. Just up out of the hand again, it's just too full. Doesn't pose too many questions to Travis Head. Taking the wicket.
And this time down the ground, he's hit this one sweetly. It is a
too full from Moeen Ali. Travis Head, absolutely outstanding. Clean strike on it, straight down the ground.
It's a better length, but it's been pulled firmly, and it beats Jordan at mid-on. It's gone for four, but I think generally both.
Also amazing batting. Saw in some games previously, the horizontal bat shot on this wicket is the most challenging. So David Warner's ability to hang back in his crease, pick that perfect.
Oh, he's got him. Boy, did England need that. It is Moeen Ali who's provided the first wicket. It ends a momentary respite now.
This is the length we're talking about. Warner hangs back, no bounce at all. Hits about halfway up the stumps, and Ali is the man who gets England's breakthrough. David Warner plays brilliantly for 39. Australia 70 for 1.
And again, this time through. We're in a power play, so there's no one out there.
Yeah, superb batting and smart batting. This time, against the breeze, have to keep the trajectory of the ball up the bat lower. So rather than choose the up and over option, Head goes through the gap.
Oh, gone. Slower ball does for him. England have made the change, varied their pace, and they get their second.
His first over, and it is just gone through the roof now with the wicket of Head. Both Australian openers who had set things alight to start with have come in and now have departed. England fighting back. Head goes 34 from just 18, 74 for 2.
Just want to keep going towards that offside bigger boundary.
Hard sweep, really hard sweep, and that's the first boundary for the Australian captain.
Shot is to try and hit the umpire. Now if you don't quite get it, it'll go a little finer. It's only when you come up.
Slog sweep, and hit hard. It's not gone all the way, it's gone flat for 4.
Gee, I bet that feels good for police. Can make all the difference, especially in this format where expectations are huge. To get a bit of gas on here and go the boundary, that's big for Maxwell. He's going to be key.
Short and absolutely smashed right on the top of the Greenwich and Haynes stand.
Marsh was probably watching it thinking, yeah, I can do that. This is a good footwork, picked up length so well, Mitch Marsh, and then just let the power take over.
Flipped away. Oh, I thought for a minute that Phil Salt was going to be able to get round and pouch that, but he's hit that extremely hard all the way for 6.
Just another example of pace on travelling here from Jofra Archer. Couple of slow balls in a row. Mitch Marsh waiting for pace on. He gets none of that leg side, the bat twist in his hand, but I've still travelled 75 metres. There's a breeze howling across the ground, and Australia have used that to their advantage so far.
Powered down the ground, Jordan. He's quick, but not quick enough. 1 bounce 4, excellent.
It's good smart batting. It's such a feature of the modern game. Guys can play all over the ground, trying to exploit any opportunity.
See the way Maxwell whipped. That's outside off stump and flashed away over the top of third man.
Building after a brilliant start. This is an incredible shot from Glenn Maxwell. He's going to do some extraordinary things over the years.
Well, that would have been wide had he let it go, but he's gone after it, and he's got it, and he's got it away for 4. Couple of boundaries, well, a 6 and a 4 in the over. Maxwell is starting to move.
It's amazing. You spend enough time at the crease, your timing will come, no matter how difficult the surface it is to time early in your innings. Once you get a read on bowlers, once you get a feel for the wicket, things will change. It's the importance of having an in partnership. Guys who have been out there for 43 balls together now.
On the offside. And that's been absolutely nailed right where Liam Livingstone was. What an end to the over.
Well, Australia continuing to find boundaries all around the ground. Just hitting with the wind, playing some beautiful cricket shots. Getting full reward.
Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Beautifully bowled. Marsh is walking, I think. Well, he's stopped now. We're going to have a look upstairs with the third.
It's nice and slow. Just keep rolling, keep rolling. Roll it back one more time, please. One more frame. Yeah, now roll forward. Yes, freeze it here. I can see the foot is short of the ground and the wheels are off. I'm ready to make my decision.
Well, it's a lovely bit of bowling from Liam Livingstone, and in the end, Butler does enough. He missed the stumps first time round. He did that in the 50 over World Cup.
Ball to the new batter.
Out's got to be. Straight at him, yes. Safe hands, Salt, Adil Rashid.
Brought in to bowl at Stoinis. It's the huge wicket of Glenn Maxwell again. Sitting back in his crease, trying to create the length. Not quite there, and a simple catch by Phil Salt opens up another opportunity for England. 2 new batters in. Maxwell goes for 28. Australia 141 for 4.
Slip in play. Top edge, short boundary. All the way for 6.
Up, down the ground, that looks big, it is big. 6th ball of the previous over, dispatched for 6, same in this over from Stoinis.
Hit some mighty 6s of his own in the past, notably one that went over the big stand at Headingley. I reckon this one might have matched it as well. This was a massive blow from Marcus Stoinis, and up till then Livingstone had bowled very nicely indeed, but
Slapped and over extra cover, will that go all the way? Yes, it does.
this is an extraordinary shot. He's bowling wide outside the off stump. Tim Davies has to reach for this, and in the end only hits it with one hand effectively. So that is the long boundary into the breeze, one-handed for 6.
Belted or dropped. It was hit so hard, and even Chris Jordan can hold on to it.
Well, he doesn't drop many, Chris Jordan. I think he can be forgiven for this one. He's following through, so it's not easy in any case. It was belted back at him. He has taken some remarkable catches on the follow-through, though.
Over to 67. Now there's a man out there, and it's into the wind. It should be taken. Yes, it is. Liam Livingstone.
This delivery here, 'cause he gone hit the 6 of the first of the over, but he was brave enough to say, well, it was a good shot, but if you can do it twice in the over, good on you. There he is, he's happy, because that is a big wicket for England. 11, and Australia 168 for 5.
And away into the wind.
Short arm jab. That's timed beautifully. Can Long On get round? No. Goes under Archer's hands. Last delivery again going for a boundary. 173 for 5.
It is best suited. He can't open for Australia at the moment, Warner, and head there, but coming in at number 7, this is where his weight in gold, because he's got abilities just to hit every kind of pocket on the ground. He can be behind the wicket, he can lap. He's got the power to go through.
And Heidi outside off, but that's too wide. That gets past Moeen Ali, and that's a second boundary off the bat of Matthew Wade.
And I think from Wade's perspective, it's just to think about the other side as well, not be so one-tracked in your thinking that you're only thinking to the short side, because you know that Adil Rashid will bowl googlies, he'll try and bowl wide, and with no extra cover.
Another reverse. Not sure. Yeah, this one will get through. Bairstow's not catching up with that. Rashid can't believe that. How did that get through? It does.
Adil Rashid standing there with the double teapot on, with two men behind square on the offside there. He doesn't want that ball to go between them. And Archer looks at Bairstow. Bairstow eventually looks at Archer. And Rashid stands with the double.
Edged and away for another boundary.
With this very short boundary, we've seen one-handed sixes today. This is an excellent delivery from Archer. He takes the pace off it, bowls a nice cutter, it just flies.
Now, it's not been timed perfectly, but it's good enough to go to the boundary.
Put in a lot of hard work, and he almost was rewarded here. Most importantly, he was at the ball right from the moment it hit the blade of Stoinis' bat. It's good speed across the ground, wonderful effort, but again, Stoinis peppering straight, a strength area of his.
Splice of the bat. That should be taken. It's Brook there. It is taken. 100 T20 international.
Copley, who has a good record against left-handers at the top of the order. It would have been between Jordan and Wood. They retain faith in both. And Chris Jordan today goes past that milestone. It's a thankless task really bowling at the end to Marcus Stoinis, but it's a pretty good effort so far in this final over. Stoinis gone for 30, Australia 200 for 6.
So ball bouncer, they're going to sneak a single. Cummins doesn't want to go. He's going to have to go.
Towards Cummins' end, and Cummins reacted belatedly, ball watching, and in the end realised that he had to go. It needed to be weighed on strike. It's a good last over this from Chris Jordan. England have been under pressure throughout. Cummins goes for none.
And they will scamper through with the dive. I think Jordan broke the stumps. A check just for the run out, just because Wade was trying to sneak another one. Good last over.
Can you show me the best angle for this one? Just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Yeah, one wheel is off before the ball going into the hand. Can you roll it further? Roll it further. Can you roll it further? And can you show me from the side on angle, please? Yeah, please show me from the side on angle, please. Yeah, roll it back, roll it back. All the way back. Yeah, now roll forward. Yeah, one wheel is off. Yeah, bat is drawn this time. Now roll further. Need to check it more. And frame by frame, please. Frame by frame. Yeah, keep rolling, keep rolling. Yeah, foot is out of the ground. Yeah, keep rolling, frame by frame. Yeah, keep rolling, foot is still out of the ground. Yeah, still in the air. Not grounded. Just keep rolling. Yeah. Can you, yeah, take it back one more time. Can you show me the split screen for this one? Need to check whether stump was uprooted or not. Yeah. Yeah, foot is grounded and stump is not completely uprooted. Satisfied, I'm ready to make my decision.
There is that swing. He was right on the money there, first ball. Phil Salt is going to get 4 runs.
Well, either side won't mind this. Australia, the ball is swinging. England, without loss, let's just say, have opened their account.
Butler gets it away behind square and just relieves a bit of pressure that was building. He gets off the mark with a 4 just behind point.
Yeah, first sign of aggression. Either openers. Don't see Butler do this that often. Does it against the slower bowlers, but not early on. It's been something he has been working on, just to try and put the likes of.
Gets it wide of mid-wicket. This will be 4 more.
And then pace off. Forces Butler just to play through the leg side. If the pace was on, he might have targeted straighter down the ground. Well played, well controlled. Gets the bounce.
High it goes, and Phil Salt has not moved. He knows from the moment that ball left the bat that it was
downwind to the shortened side. The ball does swing. Salt doesn't try and overhit it, and that is enormous. 106 metres. All the way into the top tier.
Butler goes this time. He doesn't hit it quite as well as Phil Salt. At the replay, I'm fairly certain it just went over the rope. No, just one bounce into it. But it's a good over for England. The 6 from Salt, now a 4 from Butler to complete it. And he cuts that away, and powerfully so behind square.
Preoccupied with one.
Gets it away again behind square. It was shorter into the side. The off stump have done it so far. A wide Yorker, and it gets carved away by Phil Salt, who was slightly overpitched on this occasion.
And that is the margin for error, going full pace on this wicket. Score the first innings, pace off deliveries being the most effective. Cummins just straying in line and in length.
England well and truly in the game.
Up and over, doesn't quite middle it. Joss Buttler doesn't need to though with that short boundary. Pressure on Stoinis.
The sixth over is often so vital in setting up the middle phase of a game with bat or ball. Joss Buttler taking the aggression to Marcus Stoinis. It's a good option because there's no man out patrolling the offside. It's the shortest boundary, it's with the wind.
50 partnership up between these two, and they know it's going to get hard.
Pinned him on the lid. That's up and up and into the hands, but on the rope. I think that's feet on the rope, which will mean this will be a 6.
Guys are getting together to have a look
Yeah, that
for
looked
that
a 6 to me.
catch at the
That looked
boundary.
like a Trent Bolt moment at Lord's in the World Cup final of the 50 overs. His foot was touching the rope as he caught it.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for fair catch at the boundary. I have checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. Can you show me the best angle for this one, please? Yeah, catch is taken, and then foot is in contact with the boundary. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
What we're looking at is the feet of Travis Head touching the padding. Butler, one hand, continues his forward.
Doesn't have to get in the middle of the bat to the shorter boundary. Start running his fingers down the side. It's still out of the middle. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, the damage is done. It's gone a long way back still.
It becomes harder. Stark obviously historically bowls very full. He got that 3 yards wrong at least.
A bit more than Rashid did. And does it straight away. There's the wicket, the leggy comes on. Phil Salt remains, and now he walks.
Always going to be the bowler that was vital to Mitch Marsh. On this pitch, where 27 overs have been bowled on it and it started dry. The skill, the variations, and the line of Zampa. He targets those stumps. He's done it first delivery, and he has the breakthrough. Salt played nicely. Made 37, 73 for 1. Skill you need to learn.
Oh, top of the rise, just held his shot just for a fraction of a second to make sure that he could hit down over the top and through the field. That is very nice indeed.
Travis Head in the hot zone again. Could he have got two hands to this? It's hit hard. Just beats him for pace, I think. He was in tight, trying to save the single. Trying to keep Will Jacks on strike, the new batter, for as many deliveries at the moment.
This time drills it down the ground and up and over, flat, hard and all the way.
That is Butler's greatest skill, and he has many. But he can just a very full delivery. He breaks the wrist and he flicks it. It is just a flick of those wrists. It was full, but he managed to get his bat underneath it and nail it for 6.
And it goes back to the reverse and it's gone. Zampa again. Both openers gone, both to the leggy. And he's like, don't hit me for 6.
Pat Cummins with the catch behind point. A couple of attempts at the reverse that he didn't get hold of. Third attempt in the over, and it's a huge wicket for Australia. Gets high on the bat, can't get the elevation over Pat Cummins at backward point. That's just what Australia needed. Joss Buttler cannot believe it. He's got to go. It's a good innings. He's gone for 42. England 92 for 2.
Smash towards long off. Does it carry? It does. That is an absolute stunner from Stark. Herring in from long off, very tall man.
Slightly on his heels, and then he recognised how well the ball was travelling to him, and smartly he changed tack and came in. It was a slower ball from Stoinis, and what a good catch this is from Mitchell Stark. Low, coming in at speed and getting his mitts under the ball. Fantastic catch. England 96 for 3, Will Jacks gone for 10.
Openers dismissed by Zampa, Jacks by Stoinis. Moeen Ali is whipping that leg side off Maxwell for 6. England desperately needed that.
I think what that last over must win over. This has to be huge. It has to be above 15, 16 runs to drive that run rate now that's mid-13 but under control.
Goes again, sweet strike, Moeen Ali on the charge. England need to match really that over.
It's causing just a little bit of panic here as well. Wade coming down, having a word to Maxwell. He's lost that into the wicket routine. He's pitched it up and got punished for it.
But I think this is good from Wade. Nowadays you've got to be a little bit careful of
Damage.
Flipped it for 6. Fantastic shot from Moeen Ali, clever batting.
Well, England needed that over. They've been going nowhere since Moeen Ali had been promoted above Harry Brook in the order. He'd come out precisely for this reason, to target the short side against the off-spin of Glenn Maxwell, and finally...
Best to go leg side, into the pitch, he does try to go leg side, flipped it, fielder underneath it. It's Maxwell, he doesn't put him down. Australia strike just as England were trying to get going.
I suspect Glenn Maxwell was getting a bit of grief from the England spectators behind him in the Greenwich and Haynes stand because he just conceded 3 sixes. He had to go and field in front of the England fans there. And when he took this catch, the first thing he did was to turn to those supporters and give them a bit back. Thank you very much. Bairstow gone, England 124 for 4.
Crosses stumps again, in the air. Can Warner get round to it? I think he can, looking into the sun. It really doesn't matter for David Warner. He is not dropping that. And Moeen Ali
Such a long hit to the longer boundary, into the breeze. And it's just full enough that Moeen Ali can't access down the ground. He slices it. David Warner makes good ground. Fantastic pair of hands. Such an important wicket for Australia. Moeen Ali 25, he has to go. It's 128 for 5.
up in the air, and that is going to go over David's head all the way for 6. It was 21 deliveries.
Went through a really tough patch with the bat in his career at the moment. Picks the googly, takes all the momentum. And that's being the power play.
Edge, oh no, he's put it down. He had it for a while, Zampa. He had it for a long while, and he put it down right at the end.
What an effort, Adam Zampa. If that had stuck, literally everything would have gone Australia's way this match. He gets up with the right juke, and he just can't keep it in the end of the fingers as he's coming down. What an effort.
As he turned his hand round, gravity took it. Long off. Stark in the shadows. He doesn't drop many. Livingston goes. Australia on the verge of winning.
They've been so impressive today, have Australia. Right from the start, all the way through. What is it about Australia and World Cups? Brilliant bowling again, the same plan, length into the wicket, pace off, nothing for Liam Livingstone to work with. Stark takes another catch, Livingstone goes for 15, England 152 for 6.
Bounce back from their defeat in the first game. That's a good shot from Harry Brook, that may have gone all the way. No, one bounce.
Almost check drive it from a length ball. Over mid-off, over cover. Brilliant batting. It's a little bit too little too late for England, but it's important.
Will be edged away for a bound. Nearly everyone with the bat contributed. All the bowlers were brilliant, and they were outstanding in the field. One thing is certain for Australia: for big events, for World Cups, they turn up, and they have done. B match, England against Australia, Kensington Oval, 201 for 7 Australia. And in reply, England 165 for 6. Wickets for Cummins, Samper, Stoinis and Hazelwood. And the Australia innings, 39 for Warner, 35 for in the history of World Cup.
Gets it wide of mid-wicket. This will be 4 more.
Flat, hard and all the way.
That is an absolute stunner from Stark.
Looking into the sun, it really doesn't matter for David Warner.